Hey, what's up everyone? GameDad here, and I'm coming back at you with a series that I have not done in a while, and that is my controller collection series. Now, we've already covered a few different systems, but today I thought we would take a look at all of the different kinds of controllers that I have for PlayStation or like Sony consoles. Now, with these controllers, I do have a little bit of everything from every generation of PlayStation, but what I'm going to show you all today in no way reflects the actual quantity of those controllers, because I literally off camera over here have a mountain of repair stuff that needs to be done, including a gigantic box of PS2 controllers that I got from Cody over at Pink Gorilla Games. But before we dive in and I show you all of the controller goodness in here, if you are new to the channel or you just haven't yet, please be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell so that you get an alert every time I got a new video coming out. Now let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at these controllers. And I'm actually going to start with one controller that I can't actually show you because there is no way that it would fit in frame. It's freaking huge. I got it years ago, and it's actually two pieces, and that is a set of DDR pads for the PS2. And I'm not talking like the little foam with some vinyl on top of it. No, no, no. These are actual like metal, hard plastic, and plexiglass coverings and everything. These are like legit DDR dance pads. And these things are massive. And they are over by the arcade machines in that side of the game room. And yeah, they're a pain to get out right now. And also, like I said, they just will not fit in the frame. I mean, here's the frame right here. One of those pads is going to take up this entire area because it's a straight up DDR pad. They're massive. So I do have those. Maybe I'll show like, just some clips of them or something like that at another point. But for now, we're doing stuff that you can actually just hold in your hands. So let's start out with the OG PlayStation controller. That's this guy right here. This is the original PlayStation controller, as evident by no analog sticks. I don't know why they did this with the PlayStation Classic. This is an inferior controller. It was cool for the time. It is still, it's pretty ergonomic, but this thing, it feels like a twig in the hand, honestly. So that is the OG PlayStation controller. But they soon learned the error of their ways and upgraded, and that is when we got the dual analog sticks. And this made gameplay just open up immensely and was so much better. And this should have come with the PlayStation Classic, along with good games. But that's those two controllers. Now, a fun one that I have, and I don't think they ever actually made this color of controller and this style of connector outside of this system, but this is my PS1 controller. And I don't mean my original PlayStation controller. I mean the slightly off-white, light grayish PlayStation 1 controller. That is the portable PS1, like the little mini guy that you could take, had a screen and stuff like that. So this is the actual controller that comes with that. And kind of hard to see. You probably won't be able to see it on camera, but it actually says PS and then it spells out 1. So that is my PlayStation 1 controller. Now, moving on to something a little weirder. Now, I do love me some eclectic controllers, and I found a couple of these. I do have them actually, I believe it's for N64 and something else, maybe like Dreamcast, but it is the Ultra Racer. Now, this thing right here, and you can tell that they use the same model as the N64, the same molding, because they have a spot to put in an N64 memory card, and this is a PlayStation controller. But this has the nice turning wheel. It's got all of your buttons all over the place on this thing. It is very unwieldy. I guess it works okay, but it's more of just a really weird controller, and I wanted it, so I got it. It was a really good deal. I think it was like $2 at a flea market one time. Now, moving on from there, it seems like every single console ever has some sort of like arcade pad or something like that, and the PlayStation was no different. Here we have the ASCIIware, and this is the ASCII Specialized Joystick. And this thing is awesome, actually. This is a great controller, and I don't know if it works with PS2. I mean, I would assume, right? Same connector. But this is a really nice arcade pad and feels really good. It's got a solid metal plate on it, and this controller is awesome. What did I pay for this? I paid $3 for this. I left the sticker on there. So $3 for this thing, and it works fantastically. So, next up, because I seem to have Rock Band and Guitar Hero for literally every console ever made. I don't know why. It was a huge fad. Here's the Rock Band 4 microphone. I mean, I've shown off guitars and stuff before. I've got a ton of them. If you saw the Xbox controller one or the Microsoft controllers video, I showed off a crap ton of guitars in that. I have just about the same amount with actual PlayStation guitars. So, yeah, there's a ton of those. All right, now, moving on, some PS2 controllers. I have a couple different ones here, and these are actually my original controllers from when I bought them back in the day. And one of them right here, this is this really cool, like, translucent green color. This is a DualShock 2, and I love this controller. This thing, oh, we have seen some gameplay, especially with, like, Twisted Metal Black. That's some good gameplay time right there. And then I also have another one of the translucent colors, and that is the translucent blue. I got this much later on. It's still a DualShock 2, but this controller, I mean, even to this day, this thing looks brand new still. And that's just because I did not use it a lot, but it is a very nice controller. Now, we also have, of course, and this is where I kid you not, between working and non-working ones, I probably have about 50 of the DualShock 2, like, standard PS2 controllers. This one is kind of nasty, needs to be cleaned up, and I have so many of these. So, yeah, I got to repair a bunch of them and just sell them, because who needs that many DualShock 2 PS2 controllers? I mean, honestly, I don't need them, so I might as well get rid of them, right? Now, moving on, PS3, we have, oh wait, I have one more PS2 thing, and I debated if I was going to show it on camera because YouTube gets kind of dumb sometimes about stuff like that, but let's see. So there's some orange for it, there's some more orange for it, and honestly, I don't care. It is the GunCon 2. Okay, anybody that has ever played a Time Crisis game or anything like that, they know what this is. This is the Namco GunCon 2, and this is a phenomenal, phenomenal light gun. So, I've got that as well. Now, moving on to PS3, we have your standard DualShock 3 6-axis controller right here. And, I mean, that made it so you can, like, you know, really get into it. I thought it was more gimmicky than anything else, but there we go, PS3 controller. These things, pain in the butt to work on. Honestly, I don't like working on PS3 controllers. As soon as they die and it's anything more than just like replace the battery, it's time to just toss them and find another one, honestly. So I've got a generic one, and then I also found another translucent one. We have a red one. This is the one that, okay, I beat, what is it, all three of them? All the Uncharted games. Yeah, I think they were all three on PS3. I beat every single Uncharted game with this and had a blast. Love this controller. Now, with PS3, I mean, it went more into PS4, but with PS3, they had the Move controller and its little nunchuck, or whatever they happen to call it. What do they call this thing? The navigation controller and the motion controller. So you had these with, you know, the little squishy orbs on them, just for tracking and stuff like that. I never used these with PS3, not even once. But PS4, yeah, PSVR, not this thing, but PSVR, these, oh yeah. So I used these tons with PSVR playing on my PS4, and now I have it connected to my PS5, and I play a ton of VR on there as well. And moving on to I got one more PS4. It, at the time, was my favorite Sony controller. I do have one more thing sitting here that is now my favorite Sony controller, but I had my grape purple PS4 controller, and I love the color of this, and the PS4 controller is honestly so comfortable. It's such a good controller, but me and this one right here, we have seen a lot of game time. Okay, and another PS4 we have right here, and that is the AIM controller. Did they call it the AIM controller? I think they did. Let's see. This is the PlayStation VR AIM controller. Okay, this was their attempt at just a standalone gun controller, and it's not bad. It has, you know, the little squishy nubby because it's VR, but it's okay. It has an odd feel in the hand for some games, but it works and it does what it set out to do. And this one I got with, I forget what it was. There was a really popular shooting game that came out, and it used this. I don't remember off the top of my head right now. Farpoint. So I got this with Farpoint as like a big bundle. So that was cool, and I guess it's kind of hard to find the aim controller now. Now, moving on, PS5. We have the standard, what do they call this one? It's not a DualShock 5. What is it? The DualSense controller. This is one of the greatest controllers ever made, in my opinion. The capability of this controller is just astounding. And everything that this thing can do, it is so comfortable. Every single PS5 game that I have played, with the exception of Bugsnax, because I'm sorry, I think that game is dumb, and I just couldn't do it. I tried to force myself through it, and I couldn't do it. But every PS5 game I have played yet, I have platinumed, and it has all been with this controller. But that moves us on to the next point. Right here, I have something new. It is not yet in stores. You can only get it if you order it through Sony and you are a PlayStation Plus, or whatever they call it, if you're one of those members. And this does not come out, I believe, until like Valentine's Day. But you know me, you know purple, and they came out with something purple. So I haven't even cracked the tape on this thing yet, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to crack the tape right there, and we're going to do it right here. Okay, so this is the Galactic Purple DualSense controller for the PS5. I have had this sitting out here for a while now, and I wanted to save it for this video because I wanted to be surprised seeing it in person with all of you. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Maybe. There we go. Wow, the unboxing experience is quite boring for this, just like the PS5 itself. Sorry, Microsoft did a better job with their console. Alright, let's get this bad boy out. Oh, that is sick. Look at that. Oh, look at that purple. And the buttons have the purple background on them. And oh, man. This is my new favorite PS5 controller. So, you know, PS5 DualSense, it's a cool looking controller. The Galactic Purple, I'm sorry, is way cooler. Now, if only they made side plates in this like Galactic Purple. They have some sort of like pastel thing, and I don't like it. I think it looks like crap. But I want this color right here. I want this in the side plates. I'll just make my entire console purple. I don't know what it is. I really like the color purple. But wow, that's nice. And you gotta love the feel of a PS5 controller. But yeah, so that is all the different types of controllers that I have for Sony consoles and PlayStation and all that kind of stuff. There are some random accessories, like I've got the camera for a PSP. For a PS2, I have a memory card adapter for PS1 memory cards. What else is there? There's, oh, the PS TV, things like that. And I didn't really feel like showing those in this video because those aren't really controllers per se. They're just kind of like random accessories. But I do also have, and I did feature it in a video a long time ago. Don't remember which one, so I probably will not link a card to that. But I did a video of my PS1. I have it with like the car adapter kit, the full console, everything is in there. And it's got like the little TV and all that stuff on it. Well, I just went and grabbed it because I decided, what the hell? I'll show it in this video since I don't remember the other one. So here is a completely sealed, unopened car adapter. This is for the PS1. And then also we have the little power cord for it here. And then we have this awesome case that this thing is in. It's got another one of those power cords right there on the side. And then when you open this bad boy up, you have multiple pouches. Inside, I have another one of the PS1 controllers. Go ahead and zip that side back up. And then, if we open up the main pouch, we get more zippers. There we go. Open this up, and here is the PlayStation 1, the PS1. And as you can see, I have the screen attached to it. So it actually ends like right here. But you open this guy up, boom, little screen on there, and you've got that right there. There is where you put the discs. This has all the AV out and power and everything on it. It even has AV in if you just want to use the screen as a little TV, and it's got a headphone jack on it. Then you got your memory card slots, your controller ports, everything. So you had PlayStation gaming on the go. This thing, way cooler than a PS Classic. So there you have it, everyone. That is all of the Sony and PlayStation stuff. Now, if you liked today's video, please let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, please be sure to also hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell. That way you get an alert every time I've got a new video coming out. Also, if you like what I do here and you are interested in helping to support the channel, please be sure to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/GameDadShow, where for as little as $1 a month, you get extra benefits, including having your name at the end of every single one of my videos. Now, as always, I'm GameDad. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.